Hey guys, it's Ryan. I wanted to give you a quick little behind the scenes for the first challenge of the top 30 NYX Face Awards. The fairy tale theme, it was so much fun. I had all this footage and I didn't know what to do with it, so I decided to do a little behind the scenes action. I'm new to the YouTube world, so I definitely don't have as many subscribers as some of the other contestants, so I would really appreciate any support that you have to give. Go to NYXFaceAwards.com and find Ryan Kelly MUA and give me a vote or 2 or 3. Hope you enjoy a little behind the scenes look at the fairy tale challenge. So as I was developing the concept for fairy tale, I had to figure out a way to stay true to the lip art and also give myself a fair shot at competing with people who would be doing full-on face looks. I came up with the concept of the rose as just a symbol of beauty. She's blossoming, she's figuring out life lessons that are sort of important, especially for women, as beauty is such a focus in our society. So this is her transforming and realizing that you have to love yourself first before you can help anybody else. So I had this idea of making a rose wall. Making the rose wall was interesting. I went to the dollar store, Walmart, Michael's, Target, anywhere that might have fake flowers, and I bought out every red rose I could possibly find. Literally bags and bags of red roses, fake red roses. And then I beheaded every single rose and had to figure out a way to glue gun them to this cardboard wall thing that I had. And I burned the you-know-what out of my finger. Glue gun injury. Ouch! It still looks weird. Totally worth it because it was so beautiful in the end, and we ended up using it as a background for a bunch of scenes, and my poor husband ended up holding it up, and there's one scene actually where he is coming forward toward me, so it actually looks like the wall is getting bigger, and there's a cool visual background mind trickery that ended up looking really cool, and you never would have thought that I ended up just spending like 50 bucks or so at a dollar store for all of these roses. I had this brilliant idea, I thought, to re-record Dream is a Wish That Your Heart Makes from Cinderella. I really thought it went hand in hand with the idea of being in the contest, having a dream, and the whole concept of the shoot. I grew up doing theater and singing, and that was a really big part of how I got into makeup in the first place. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna show this other cool aspect, and they're gonna be like, oh, she sings, it's so cool, whatever. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dreams that you wish will come true. My husband is a DJ, so I'm very fortunate that he was able to record it for me and edit it, and he produced the track. It always turns silly in the end.
Okay. Standing in the front yard talking about how I'm such a fool. You must not know about me tonight. Oh yeah, in a minute. All the you. Another you.
I was so pumped about this song. Afterward, I realized, oh my gosh, I didn't even check to see if this was allowed. I did not even consider the legal aspect of re-recording a song. It's obviously copyright, all that. I emailed NYX and they're like, yeah, no, you can't do that, I'm sorry. And it just all fell apart and my poor dream was shattered. Another element that I absolutely loved was the butterflies. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but you can order butterflies online. What? I know. Order the butterflies, and then it was this thing. When are the butterflies gonna get here? Because they had to stay alive. And in Maryland, it has been raining for about a month straight. We're all going a little crazy. We were so worried that the day that we had set up to do this shoot, it was gonna rain, and we couldn't release the butterflies because they wouldn't go anywhere. They ship them in this little box and they're cooled down, and that's why they're sleeping. But they can only stay in the box for like a day or two before they'll die, and I don't want to be the one to kill a butterfly. I had to make double, triple sure that this was going to be the day that we were shooting. By the grace of God, we got a at least overcast day, and it wasn't actually raining when we were shooting, and the butterflies were okay. I had this cage that I was going to put them in, and I was going to open the top and they were going to fly away, and it was going to be the symbol of freedom. It's so visually stunning. Oh my gosh. That's not how it worked at all. They kept creeping through the little bars of the cage and escaping. Oh, we lost one. they wouldn't wake up right away, so I'd be sitting with it on my finger like, come on.
Do you want to hold this one? He won't fly away. Oop. Oh.
So we had to do some tricky editing, but it ended up working out in the end, and it was so much fun. The photographer, who is a really good friend of mine, Jess, was the one who shot for us that day. She brought her little girl, Mila, and Mila was obsessed with the butterfly. It was like our bride for the day. If she was getting bored watching what was going on, we'd be like, Mila, the butterflies are coming. You're gonna get to touch a butterfly.
I promise I'll give you one to hold.
Poor thing, we like held it over her head all day long. Finally, she got to play with the rest of the butterflies, and hopefully it was a magical moment instead of something that she's gonna remember as boring and horrible. I decided to make my own skirt, which isn't something I do. I don't know why I thought I could do it or it would be easy. It wasn't. I wasn't good at trying to sew. My husband came to the rescue. He is a trooper.
What are we doing?
Making a skirt.
He set up the sewing machine for me. I ended up doing most of it by hand, but we did get to stitch some of the stuff with the sewing machine, which sped things along. I had several 3 a.m. meltdowns because of the skirt. There's tulle everywhere in my house. And there was tulle on the couch. There was tulle on our table, on the counter. I have a picture of our dog being covered by tulle at one point, and she actually fell asleep in the tulle. It is not a comfortable fabric, poor thing. But it ended up working out. Hopefully it translated well on camera and it did come together in the end, I guess. So because of the rain, we weren't really sure where we were gonna shoot. Everything was wet, everything was muddy, and we stumbled upon this trail that's actually right near our house that a neighbor had told us about.
Around and look at me. And wave and smile.
It just ended up being exactly what we wanted. It looked just like a fairy tale. It was perfect. The only way to get there is to walk behind some of the houses in our neighborhood. So if you can picture me taking the walk of shame with the wig on and the huge floofy dress and the crown, and like my face is all weird and scary, and at some point there was a kid looking at me from the door and his mom was probably like, what is going on? Hopefully I look different enough that they don't realize that it's me. Anyway, the scenery ended up looking beautiful, and I can't believe we managed a day without the rain. I want to thank you guys so much for checking out this little behind the scenes. I hope you learned a little bit more about me and what this contest means to me and how much effort and energy we all put into it. It's more than just a hobby. It's where I go. It's my peaceful place. It's my heart. It's an expression of who I am, and it really means a lot to me. Every like and every comment and every positive word and every avenue of support that is offered by you guys is so deeply, deeply meaningful. I feel like saying thank you isn't enough. Truly, it can't be expressed. Of course, I would love to advance. This has just been the greatest, coolest experience, and I've had so much fun. Don't forget, there's a few days left to vote. I can't wait to see you, hopefully, in the next challenge.